Blevins, a 1945 graduate of Edmonds High, was a standout multi-sport athlete for the Tigers from 1941 to 1945. Competing in basketball and football, he received all league honors in football in 1944 and 1945. After graduating in 1945, he enlisted in the Army and served as a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Bragg, and was also crowned Golden Gloves boxing champion. When he returned from service, Merle attended Washington State on a football scholarship for Coach Forrest Ebashevsky. After a teaching and coaching stint at Valley High School, Merle returned to Edmonds High School, teaching history and assisting in football, basketball, and baseball from 1957 to 1960. In 1960, the Edmonds School District opened its second high school at Mount Lake Terrace. A corps of teachers and coaches left Edmonds to become the core of the athletic department at Mount Lake Terrace. Stu Smith was the first head football coach at Terrace, and as well as the first head track coach. Byron Nelson was the first wrestling coach, and Merle Blevins was the first head basketball coach at Mount Lake Terrace. Merle would assist Stu in football and then remain as head basketball coach for 17 years until retiring in 1977 after Terrace won the AAA class state championship with a 28-1 record. Many consider this to be one of the greatest boys basketball teams in Washington prep history. In addition to coaching basketball, Merle created the first carpentry program for the Edmonds School District, where students learned how to build a house from the ground up, laying the foundation in the fall to completing and selling the home in the late spring. Merle has previously been inducted into the Edmonds School District, Mount Lake Terrace, and Snohomish County Coaches Hall of Fame. Tillie Smead Blevins, known around Edmonds as the one to beat, played every sport made available to her at Edmonds High. She was a member of the speedball, basketball, volleyball, track, ping pong, tennis, and badminton teams. This was pre-Title IX. This was Girls Athletic Association, and the formula was simple. You had no coach, you coached yourselves. There was 4 weeks of practice for 1 day of competition with other schools. 6 GAA sports days per year throughout Snohomish County, parts of King County, and Skagit County. At this time, girls earned points for attendance and games won, and girls received a letter when they reached 1,000 points. Tillie earned 4 letters at Edmonds, which was very rare, including the prestigious Gold Ball and Chain Award, 3,000 points in girls' activities. A 1947 Snohomish County tennis champ, and in 1948 undefeated in ping pong and badminton, Tillie went on to compete in basketball, tennis, and softball well into her 40s. She was not just an athlete, but involved in all aspects of campus life while at Edmonds High School. She was also known as a tremendous stats keeper for her husband Merle's basketball teams at Mount Lake Terrace. So before Moneyball and metrics, there was Tillie. It's fitting that they are both being inducted tonight together because they were a team. They were a team for 58 years together. Whether it was on the court, whether it was at a construction site, or at the bank downtown Edmonds, or in the grocery store, or we always look forward to seeing Merle and Tillie at the annual 4th of July parade, leading the Sons of Norway every year. They were a team. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Merle Blevins and Tillie Mead Blevins into the Edmonds Woodway High School Hall of Fame. Their son Merle Jr. and daughter Debbie will speak on their behalf.
I'm not a speaker like Dale, so forgive me for that. My brother Merle and I proudly accept this honor for our parents. And I think it's pretty cool that they both got inducted this year at the same time. They're wonderful people. Mom and Dad both really had a great impact on young minds, both as teachers and as coaches, and just the example of their lives. Sorry. So thank you very much. And kind of adopted family member Kathy Vandenberg, my husband Jeff, our daughter Jennifer, my dad Merle's brother Dean and his wife Joanne, and their daughter-in-law Connie, and Merle's wife Nancy and their son Mike. Thank you very much.